meeting Mike, the owner of the airplane, and Emil, who is brave enough to do the biannual with me today. November 5605 Romeo. She's a classic, a 172, 1965 model. Still has the original 0300 engine, 6-cylinder, 145 horsepower. The biannual is finished and we're flying up to Hutchinson for lunch with Mike. Breakfast at the Egg Cradle before going out shooting approaches with Gary. After finishing up the instrument work, Ryan and Bruce joined us for lunch. Leaving Knut's place early morning and last preparations in the airplane before takeoff. Departing Wichita mid-continent, 19er left. The forecast calls for blue skies and we have a nice view of Kansas, Missouri and Arkansas on the way. The co-pilot has the controls. And we are on final approach, runway 24 at Gastons. It's a 3,200 foot grass strip, and on the other side there is quite high trees and some power lines across the threshold. So normally it's landing on 24 and departing on runway 6. The tie-down area is just outside the front desk. 2 minutes to walk. Stefan gave us a tip about this resort, and it's a very nice place. We just wish we had more time to spend there, and we would like to come back. There is a lot of trout in the river, and you can watch people fishing or fish yourself. We are departing runway 6, and on the right hand side you see the small cabins where you can stay. And we'll see when we get a little higher, the river is just behind the cabins. It's very, very nice. They had fuel at Gastons, but because of the hot weather, no wind and a relatively short runway, I chose not to top off. So now we're going to Baxter, which is just across the hill, for fueling. Crossing midfield at Baxter. And we are on a left base for 2-3. Fueling is still easy in the US, so Natcha has time to check out the neighborhood. Departing Baxter, still beautiful weather, and we'll have a nice sightseeing over Missouri. Approaching Cape Girardeau for refueling. Still nice weather. Tower gave us a visual approach, left downwind for 28. And it's heating up now, the temperature, and as we're getting down low, it gets a little bit bumpy. And my co-pilot is not too happy about that. Filing a flight plan before we're off to Louisville. Still nice weather, and on this leg we'll be sightseeing in Missouri and Kentucky. Passing just over Louisville International, the hub of UPS. We are cleared for the visual, runway 24 at Bowman. And in the background you can just see downtown Louisville. Steven and Christine live quite close to the airport. Steven took us sightseeing around Louisville, and we visited Woodford Reserve, which has been producing bourbon for a few hundred years. It's good stuff. Kentucky racetrack. Not to forget homework with the kids. Taking off from Bowman on the way to New York. The forecast calls for low ceilings, broken to overcast most of the way. Gary, thanks again for doing the instrument work with me. Going VFR would not have been an option. The GPS and moving map is very nice when you know which buttons to push. But it cuts seriously into my drinking schedule. I guess I spent a whole afternoon and most of an evening figuring out the manual on it. We're now on ILS 18 to Morgantown for refueling. 80s is calling 600 overcast. At Morgantown, we didn't see many people when we landed, and nobody came and met us when we taxied up. Natcha was not too happy about that. Guess she's seen movies from West Virginia, horror movies. We are airborne out of Morgantown and the last leg into Teterboro, New York. Playing with clouds. Natcha was a little skeptical in the beginning. After a while she started enjoying it. We are on vectors ILS 19er for Teterboro. In the background you can see New York and Manhattan. Mostly business jets at Teterboro. We have nice company. The service was excellent. They treated us like we came in a Citation 10. And we are parked. It's time for a cold one. Sightseeing New York. What can I say? Better than expected? Yes. Fascinating? Yes. But not quite my style. Natcha can give you more details on this one. Mission accomplished.